Welcome back to SnowRunner. Today we are going to be taking a look at some of the vehicles that you can unlock on the first Michigan map, Black River. We're not going to go into depth on all the different upgrades. There are many different ways that you can go about finding them and unlocking them. But more so, we're going to look at the raw vehicle as you get it, when you unlock it, and kind of check it for its capabilities and where it might fit into your fleet. The GMC MH9500 is the first truck you start out. You don't have a choice. This is yours. You got to do something with it. And it'll serve you well through the tutorial missions. That is about it. It is a highway truck. It is not really designed for the kind of work that you are going to be doing around here. And unless you're the sort of person that likes to haul the stuff up and down the highways and then transfer it to a different truck that's going to go into the mud and the suck, yeah, you're not going to get much out of it. It does come with some upgrades, but those upgrades unlock much later in the game, and at that point you are going to have much better trucks, and you're going to have forgotten about this truck a long time ago. On a good note though, it does come with a CB radio, so you can call for help when you get stuck, because, well, you will. The Fleetstar F2070A and its all-wheel drive upgrade are going to be sitting right in front of the Black River garage. And the fact that you get the all-wheel drive and diff lock on the heavy haul vehicle is going to make it a no-brainer as an upgrade from the GMC you've been driving up until this point. I have utilized this vehicle throughout the Michigan map and partially through Alaska as well. The upgrades are coming pretty quick for it. You get a lot of different options on what you can do, and it stays pretty strong and competitive for a long while. Some places where it's going to struggle a little bit is the pulling of heavier trailers, but it can definitely do that as well. You're just going to have to utilize your winch and some of your driving skills a little more than some of the heavier, larger vehicles you run into later in the game that more or less just plow through most of the things out there. The truck does also feel a little bit light, and it sometimes has a tendency to get overpowered by semi-trailers. You're hauling a lot of freight or heavy freight, causing it to force the front wheels up from the ground, or the worst case scenario, tipping over when the weight of the trailer forces over on its side. It's something just to be cognizant of when you're driving it, and don't take it into those types of situations if you can avoid it. But all in all, it is a great truck, and I think that you are going to be using it as a workhorse for a long time within your company, especially until you start unlocking some late game vehicles or purchasing some better things. Black River also introduces us to the Chevy Kodiak, a vehicle that the game touts as some sort of heavy scout with capabilities of hauling freight. Unfortunately, most of the mods for this vehicle are locked in Alaska, and I haven't been able to find a good use for it at all. This was an instant sale for me as soon as I got it back to the garage. And yeah, I might revisit it once I get all the upgrades unlocked in Alaska. But for now, it really doesn't serve any purpose in my fleet, and I doubt it will in yours either. The Chevy CK1500 is one of those vehicles that has the potential of sticking with you throughout the game. It starts off pretty unassuming, does have all-wheel drive, and it can do most scouting, at least through Black River and some of the early Michigan maps, without too much issue. There are plenty of upgrades out there. A lot of them are gonna unlock fairly quick. And as long as you don't do what I did and you know, make it a really tall, top-heavy monster, you should be pretty fine and not end up on your side too much. Now, there are going to be a lot of guides out there that say, yeah, just head up to Alaska, unlock the Hummer H2. It's a fantastic scout vehicle, and it is. It's a great scout vehicle. I do think, though, that the Chevy, with all its different upgrades and all the different setups that you can do, it is a good contender for scout vehicles that might just last you for the entire duration of SnowRunner. Your second option for a scout on the Black River map is the aptly named Scout 800. It is a lighter vehicle and it doesn't sink into the muck as much. It also comes straight out of the gate with all-wheel drive and diff lock, giving it the opportunity to go to some places where maybe the Chevy struggles before it starts getting some of its upgrades. It also has roof rack modules or additional upgrades that allows it to haul a little bit more fuel out if you need to get things out to other vehicles or just to extend the range of the Scout itself. I used this extensively throughout the first couple of Michigan maps and then switched over to the Chevy just because of the additional upgrades. And since it has been parked since, hopefully I'll get an opportunity to use it again in the future. It's a fun vehicle and it's definitely worth getting it unlocked and sticking it in your garage and nothing else. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this quick look at some of the vehicles you may encounter on the Black River map in Michigan. If you want to see more of this type of content in the future, don't forget to subscribe. We will try to bring you both Alaska and Russia here in the near future. Again, thank you so much, and we will see you on the next one.